Is it May yet? If this is your first year on the run, then this will be a phrase that you'll hear often, as well as welcome home. My name is Jim McDonough, and my road name is Who. I am honored to be your Central Route Coordinator for 2026. My Assistant Route Coordinator is Todd Horton Taylor, and my Road Guard Captain is Ted Boots Kapner. Together, we are honored to lead you on the 36th annual Run for the Wall and to take you across our great country from Ontario, California to Washington, D.C. 2026 also marks the 35th anniversary of the end of the Gulf War. I am a Navy veteran, having served around the world and in various operations between the Cold War and Operation Enduring Freedom. I started on the run as an FNG in 2022 and have ridden all the way and wall to wall since then. As a first-year rider to the run, you'll be referred to lovingly as an FNG or friendly new guy or gal. This is not a derogatory term, but rather a way to welcome you into the run. This ride will be unlike any other you've been on before, and you have now become part of the largest organized cross-country motorcycle ride in America, covering 11 states and over 2,800 miles. So what is the Run for the Wall? The Run for the Wall started in 1989 as an effort by a few Vietnam veterans who traveled across our great country on motorcycles. They talked with local media about the fact that we had thousands of men and women still unaccounted for from all our wars, and we still do today. There are some 81,000 Americans still unaccounted for from World War II to the present. That is why we continue the tradition of every May riding our motorcycles from coast to coast, and since 2022, from wall to wall, to make sure those Americans are not forgotten. We do not give political speeches or stage demonstrations during the ride. We travel across the United States in a safe and orderly manner and treating all with respect. But raising public awareness is only part of the mission. The run also gives veterans from all wars and conflicts, including their families, the opportunity to receive the welcome home they so much deserve in an encouraging environment. Many who have served our country, especially those in combat, return with unresolved issues. This may also include their families and friends, since they have often experienced a range of emotions and trauma associated with having a loved one going off to serve. The Run for the Wall riders find healing and fellowship, where maybe they can finally start the healing process that has been pushed aside for many years. We ride for those that can't, and our mission statement is that we ride to promote healing among all veterans and their families and friends, to call for accounting of all prisoners of war and those missing in action, to honor the memory of those killed in action from all wars, and to support our military personnel all over the world. Again, we ride for those that can't. This is our mission. So who can ride on the Run for the Wall? You don't need to be a veteran to ride on the run, and everyone is welcome. The ages of participants range from 8 to 80, from all walks of life and from all over the country and overseas. Among the riders, you'll find veterans, active duty military personnel, patriots, supporter, friends, and family. We are 4 routes with one mission. There are 3 coast-to-coast routes that start in Ontario, California, and conclude at the Vietnam Veterans Memorial Wall in Washington, D.C. The 3 coast-to-coast routes are the Central, Midway, and Southern route. In 2022, the Board of Directors established a 4th route, the Sandbox route, to go from wall to wall. Following the 10-day coast-to-coast ride, the Sandbox route departs Washington, D.C. on the Sunday of Memorial Day weekend and continues the mission to the Middle East Conflicts Wall in Marcellus, Illinois. The Run for the Wall is a motorcycle ride like none other. It is not a weekend club ride or a fun ride, but rather a mission of honor and a chance to witness patriotism and respect through the heart of America. One unique important part of the run is located at the head of the riding pack. The Missing Man Formation, which is a rolling salute to honor the memory of our fallen service member who is killed in action, is missing in action, or is a prisoner of war. 5 bikes ride in formation with a space where 1 bike should be, symbolizing the person's absence. On each leg of the run, Missing Man Formation do not wave at onlookers while riding in the formation. Their ride is solemn and sincere and serve as a stark reminder of those who have sacrificed their lives for the future of our nation. Many times, the empty space next to that rider in the Missing Man Formation is someone that rider knew personally and is riding in their honor. Behind the Missing Man Formation is the main pack of motorcycles, which are divided into platoons. Each platoon is headed by a platoon leader, an assistant platoon leader, as well as 1 or 2 tail gunners to help lead the group. As a pack rider, Your platoon leader, assistant platoon leader, and tail gunner will be your first point of contact regarding the ride. They are a wealth of knowledge and will be best able to answer your questions and best able to answer any questions you have. Some of the platoons ride side by side, while others ride in a staggered formation on the way. You decide which is best for you. Most of the vehicles are two-wheeled motorcycles of all makes and model. There's also a large contingent of three-wheeled vehicles such as a Can-Am and trikes, as well as motorcycles and trikes towing trailers. You'll hear about other groups supporting the main pack of these riders, such as road guards, chaplains, leadership support, registration team, hydration team, medics, chase vehicles, ambassadors, outreach team, fuels teams, staging team, and finally our state coordinators, who without their help and dedication, this run would not occur. They work tirelessly throughout the year soliciting donations, coordinating with government agencies and other groups to make sure our riders have a place to eat, sleep, and travel as we go through their state safely, efficiently, and cost effectively. For new riders, and a reminder to returning riders, some things to remember. Be prepared for the weather and be acclimated. Besides encountering extreme temperatures, whether it be hot or cold, we may also experience high winds, snow, rain, thunderstorms, hail, and lightning. You name it, it's probably happened along the run. Remember, this is an across-the-country ride. Make sure that your bike is in good working order with fresh tires. During the run and at rest stops, remember to hydrate. Our state coordinators have worked hard with donors to provide water and snacks for us along the route. You will wear a DOT-approved helmet during the run with no exceptions. Know your hand signals. It is an important piece of communication during the ride and to get assistance from our chase or medical teams if you happen to be alongside of the road. While not mandatory for the riders, we will be using GMRS radios to coordinate the conduct of the run. An important part of our ride is the donations we receive and give. Most of your food and fuel have been donated by groups or individuals that support the run. Please remember to say thank you to the people that have donated their time and efforts to fill your belly and make our run a success. We have fundraising activities during the run, such as raffles and auctions, and there are some unique one-of-a-kind items that are auctioned off. Shipping is available to send these items home, so you don't have to put it on the back of your bike. The monies raised from these activities are given to the groups along the route, and you will see that the donated money is much needed. For returning riders, please volunteer to help out the run. Many hours of planning and coordination going into making this run a success, and the ride can only continue with the help of volunteers. Before the start of the run, everyone can expect an online meeting to occur. Once you have registered, be sure to check your emails and information on the meetings. These meetings are very important, and a lot of information will be given. Don't expect all the information given during the online meetings to be repeated again in Ontario, as our time and meeting space is limited. During the run, the morning meetings are mandatory. The hotel and camping list comes out in January, and the route itinerary will be published before the run. Read the itinerary and become familiar with it. It will have all our routes, stops, and timelines. Also, check out our website at www.rftw.us for additional and updated information, registration forms, and points of contact. Be sure to connect and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, and TikTok to stay up to date on what's going on with the run. Finally, registration on the run opens up on September 11th. Please register early as it helps our planning process. The Run for the Wall is an amazing event, and whether you ride coast to coast, wall to wall, a couple of days, or even one day, this ride will change you. It will be a challenging ride, but you will have the opportunity to meet a bunch of friendly people, and along the way, maybe even gain some lifelong friends. As the Kansas Tornado Chasers put it, Run for the Wall bikers are built different. Please come with an open mind and no attitudes. Riders, you are our best ambassadors. Get the word out to your friends, families, local groups, and fellow riders about the run. Speak to others about your experiences of the run, how it made you feel, how those allergies suddenly kicked in every time you saw people in the overpasses waving flags, or along the roads in the middle of nowhere in all types of weather. Or the school children lined up as we rode through these small towns, and when you suddenly come to the realization that we mean as much to them as they do to us. Promote the ride, and remember that the conversation you had about the run with that someone, that pin you gave away, that poster you posted at the local hog chapter, it may have piqued the interest of someone to ride with us. and that someone coming on the run, that may have been the one thing that he or she needed so as not to be one of the 22 a day that we so desperately need to stop. Thank you for your time. Remember their names. Never forget. Is it May yet?